EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. There on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14 and 2. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 2
yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do? Yeah,
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone...
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper, 60 yards, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
after the encore. If you know, you know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with the nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed, his rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At the 25-yard line, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
6 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
To give to Nick Chubb.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson looking deep for Gabriel. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 69 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. different. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he stopped immediately there.
J.K.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Greedy Williams.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
On second down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Tackle made at the 47.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll give it to Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. backfield, hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
On the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
It's a gain of
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To Nick Chubb.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Mark Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. The Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Ravens 18.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Peters on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Browns.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Give to Nick Chubb.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb about 3 yards there to the 27.
The Browns ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Duvernay.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, All you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Mayfield to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing.
That's the score. Ravens 32.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way down to the 12. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
And the Browns' 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Going to the air again with Mayfield. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So the final seconds tick away.